Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agajanana Padmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam, Ekadantam Upasmahe. Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini. Vidyarambham karishyami siddhir bhavatu me sada. Okay. So we stopped, we have to do the Anvayakrama and the Samskrita Sahitya Parichaya, that Kavi Parichaya, right? We did the Koshas, we have to do the Nataka Karaha and the Anvairachana. Let us start with Anvairachana. So we are in the 9th lesson, Anvairachana of the Shlokas. So where did we stop? So Dilipa offered himself as a lump of meat to the Simha. Tasmin kshane palayituhu prajanamutpashyatah simha nipata mrigam avangmukhasyopari pushpa vrishtihi papata vidyadhara hastamukta. Okay, tasmin kshane. So when he offered himself, palayituhu prajanam utpashyatah simha nipata mrigam, as expected by the king, prajanam palayituhu, the king of the people, simha nipata mrigam. So, sorry, simha nipatam ugram, actually, not mrigam, ugram.
Ma'am, we are doing Anvairachana, no, ma'am, of the...
Yes, of the 9th lesson.
Okay.
So he was expecting the fierceful lion to fall upon him. But what happened is, avang mukhasyopari pushpa vrishtihi papata vidyadhara hasta mukta. So avang mukhasya means upon him who is in that bent position, avang mukha, he whose face is facing downwards, upari, avang mukhasya upari, pushpa vrishtihi papata. A shower of flowers has fell upon him, vidyadhara hasta mukta. And Vidyadharas are like Gandharvas, so same demigods, you can say. So the flowers released by them from their hands fell on the king whose head was facing downwards, while he was expecting the fierceful lion to pounce upon him. This is what happened in that minute. So that is the meaning of the shloka. Let us look at the Tatparyam and then the Anvairachana. Yada simhasya akramanam nireekshya raja Dilipah avangmukah bhutva sthitah asit tada tasya shirasah upari vidyadharaah pushpavrishtim amunchan. Okay. So here what is the Kriya Padam? Papata. Papata. So means patitam, means the flowers fell upon him. Ka papata pushpavrishtihi papata. Kidrishi pushpavrishtihi vidyadhara hasta mukta. The flowers which are falling from the hands of Vidyadharas. Kutra papata upari. Kasya upari palayituhu upari. Kasam palayituhu. Whom is he ruling? Prajanam. Punaha kasya avang mukhasya. So prajanam palayituhu is one visheshana. Avang mukhasya is another visheshana. Avang mukhasya. Punaha kidrishasya utpashyataha. This is the third visheshana. Means he who is expecting. Utpashyataha means expecting. Kam utpashyataha, what is he expecting? Simha nipatam, the pouncing of the lion upon him. Kidrisham simha nipatam ugram. So what kind of simha is he expecting to pounce upon him? Ugram. Kada papata kshane. Kidrishe kshane tasmin kshane. Tasmin is also adjective of kshane. That is why it is written as kidrishe kshane. Okay. Any questions in this shloka? So tasmin kshane palayituhu prajanam utpashyatah simhanipatam ugram avangmukhasyopari pushpavrishtihi papata vidyadhara hastamukta.
Palayituhu, I'm asking.
Palayituhu is of the ruler. It is in Shashti Vibhakti.
Ma'am,
it's a Prathama Vibhakti, no?
Palayituhu. I am thinking it is as per the expectations of the king that the lion will pounce.
No, Palayitaha will be the Prathama Vibhakti, I think, right? For this?
Palayitaha?
Will be the Prathama Vibhakti, no?
Yes.
Palayitaha, Palayituhu. Okay, so that is...
Palayitru, actually, this is a Rikaranta Pumlinga Shabda, like Pitru. Palayitru. So the Palayita is the Prathama Ekavachana. So the Panchami and Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachana will be Palayituhu.
Oh, okay.
One doubt, ma'am. Kada papata means kshane means when did it fall, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Kada papata means when did it fall? Kshane, tat kshane, tasmin kshane.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
you. Okay. Any other questions in this shloka? Okay, so let us move on to the next shloka. Uttishta vatsetyam mritayamanam vacho nishamyottitam uttitaha san dadarsha raja jananimiva swam gamagratah prasravinim na simham. Gam agratah, that is the split there. Swam gam agratah prasravinim na simham. Uttishta vatsa iti amritayamanam vachaha nishamya uttitah san. So here uttita has, based on the context, a slight difference in the meaning. One is to, to get up, to stand, to rise. The other one is that uttitam, vachaha uttitam, means the words that came out. Okay, in that sense, one uttitam is used. Uttitaha is he who stood up. So uttishta vatsa iti amritayamanam vachaha nishamya uttitam uttitaha san. Okay, so upon hearing the words uttishta vatsa, amritayamanam vachaha means the words which are so sweet. Upon listening, he stood up, and dadarsha raja, he stood up, uttitah san, so standing up, he looked, dadarsha raja, what did he look at? Jananim iva swam gam agratah prasravinim na simham. So agratah, in front of him, he saw gam. What kind of gam did he see? Jananimiva, swam jananimiva, like his own mother. He saw the cow, which is giving milk, like milk is oozing from her, and not the lion. So when he closed his eyes, there was lion in front of him. He expected the lion to pounce upon him. But in spite of that, Pushpavrishti fell upon him. And then later he heard these, melodious words, Uttishta Vatsa. And then after hearing these words, he stood up and then opened his eyes and saw the cow like his own mother, that is oozing milk, and not the lion. So here, what is the Kriyapadam? Dadarsha. Right? Dadarsha, he saw. So that is the Kriyapadam here. Let us look at the Tatparyam once. Tasmin eva kshane vatsa uttishta iti vachanam Dileepaha shritavan. Tad vachanam amritamiva asit. Tataha Dileepaha uttitavan. Agrataha apashyat. Aschyaryam tatra simhaha nasti. Dugdham sravayantim Nandinimeva Raja apashyat. Dhenvaha darshanam tasya swamatrdarshanamiva asit. Okay. So here dadarsha is the kriyapadam, means apashyat. Kaha dadarsha? Raja dadarsha. Katham bhutaha san means how, what was he, in what position was he, or how was he when he was looking or looked. Utthitaha means in the standing up position. Kam dadarsha, gam, cow. Kidrishim gam prasravinim. What kind of cow did he look at? The cow that is oozing milk. Kam iva dadarsha, jananim iva. So how did he look at her? Like his mother. Kim kritva dadarsha nishamya. After doing what did he look? After listening. Kim nishamya, after listening to what? Vachaha. Kidrisham vachaha, amritayamanam vachaha. What kind of words? Words that are very melodious. Punaha kidrisham utthitam. Again, what kind of words did he listen to? Words that came forward or came out. Kimiti vachaha, and what kind of what are those words that he listened to exactly? Uttishta vatsa iti. Kutra dadarsha agrataha, and where did he see this cow? Right in front of him. And then we have na simha na simham is there, no? Na simham. So there means simham na dadarsha. He did not see the lion. So there we can again take dadarsha, na dadarsha, and then kaha na pashyat, raja na dadarsha or na apashyat, kam na apashyat, simham na apashyat. So he did not see the simha. 1 second. Hey, chocolate. Chocolate. అయిపోయింది పాస్పోర్ట్ పెట్టుకున్నాడు మళ్ళీ తీసుకున్నాడు ఓకేనా Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So, any questions in this second shloka?
Bhagini, how do you exactly translate sun? How is it used?
Present continuous. So, Uttish.
Sannanta. No, not Sananta.
Not Sannanta.
Huh.
Not Sannanta. It is mana Shatranta.
Shatru. Right. Okay.
Okay, so sun you can use. It is not mandatory to use a sun, but you can always use to indicate.
Ma'am,
continuous.
sun is used in present continuous, no, ma'am. So in the like Pratipadartha, they gave Uthita sun. So stood up, no, ma'am. If it's present continuous, it's standing up, no, like.
Yes, yes. So as he was standing up, he heard these words.
So should we change that? I mean, should I change that to stand up, ma'am? Standing up.
That sun itself is representing that it is present continuous.
In the meaning, it gave as stood up, so I'm changing it as stand up. Can I do that?
Where is that meaning?
Pratipadartha, ma'am. Uthita sun, standing up.
Oh, here it is given as stood up, so you are saying standing up.
Yes, ma'am.
So actually, Uthitaha means it is in the past tense only, and it is also in passive voice. But sometimes we can take it as for gam dhatu, for certain dhatus, we can use it. We can use this form as active voice also. So Uthitaha by itself, if you use Uthitaha by itself, then it will represent Bhutakala only. But the sun is also there. So see, this is while he stood up. Can you say that in English? We say no.
Having stood up.
While he stood up. So it is past tense, but you are telling what happened while he.
This will be correct, Bhagini. Having stood up, he saw.
Okay. So I have to write a having stood up.
Having stood up, you can write. Stood up, you can write. It is okay. Okay, don't worry about that English translation much. It is not complete past tense. It is not, present tense also, like right now. What happened, while that was happening. So in that sense, we use. Okay. So that is the reason why they used sun. If they used a proper Shatranta Kriyapadam in Vartamana Kala, then the sun usage is not necessary. Okay. So let us look at the third shloka. Tam vismitam dhenuruvacha sadho mayam mayodbhavya parikshitosi rishi prabhavanmayi nantakopi prabhu prahartum kimutanya himsraha. Anya himsraha. Kim uta anya himsraha. Kimuta anya himsraha. Okay. So tam vismitam. So now he is surprised totally, Dileepa, because he was expecting one thing and then something else happened, and then the Dhenu now is talking in Manushya Vacha. So he is surprised. To him who is surprised, again the Dhenu will speak to him. Dhenuhu uvacha sadho mayam udbhavya maya parikshitaha asi. Rishi prabhavat mayi antakaha api prahartum na prabhu anyahimsraha kimuta iti uvacha. Okay. Antakaha is Yamadharmaraja. I am, all this is my Maya, and I am I am the sage's cow. So his powers will protect me, even from the death of God. Sorry, God of death. So what about these other wild animals? They can do nothing to me. Okay. Even the god of death cannot do anything to me. Why? Because I'm protected by the powers of the Rishi. So what can these other wild animals do to me? That is what she says. So let us look at the Anvaya, Tatparyam, and then we'll go to the Anvaya Kramam. Vismitam tam dhenuhu sadho mayam udbhavya maya parikshitaha asi. Means I tested you. Maya parikshitaha asi. So tvam maya parikshitaha asi. You were tested by me. Rishi prabhavat mayi antakaha api prahartum na prabhuhu. Okay, so even the god of death cannot strike me because of the Rishi Prabhava, because I'm protected by the powers of the Rishi. Anya himsraha kimuta. Then what can these other wild animals do to me? Iti uvacha. Simham apashyan pushpadharam cha anubhavan Dilipaha ascharya-chakitaha abhavat. Tadrisham tam uddishya dhenuhu vadati. Rajan buddhipurvakam ahameva tvam parikshitavati. Simhaha maya nirmitaha na vastavaha. Bhagavan vasishtaha mam atishayena anugrihitavan asti. Tasya anugrahaha asti iti karanataha sakshat yamaha api mam hantum asamartaha. Ete praninaha kim va kartum shaknuyuhu iti. Okay. So let us look at the Anvaya Rachana. Uvacha is the Kriyapadam here. Ka uvacha dhenuhu uvacha. Kam uvacha tam uvacha. Kidrisham tam, here tam is referring to Dilipa. Vismitam tam. And then the next one is Asi. Next Kriyapadam here is Asi. Kaha asi tvam asi. We saw, no, like tvam maya parikshitaha asi. So kaha tvam. That we have to take as adhyahritam. Why? Because it is not given. Kidrishaha tvam parikshitaha tvam. Kim kritva parikshitaha udbhavya. Kam udbhavya mayam. So created by the Maya or creating the Maya, I tested you. Kena parikshitaha maya. Na prabhuhu asti. Means samarthaha nasti. Means is not capable of. Kaha na prabhuhu. Antakaha na prabhuhu. Antakaha, Yamadharmaraja, is not capable. Kim kartum na prabhuhu. Prahartum. What is he not capable of? Striking me. Striking. Kasmin prahartum mayi. So here it is taken in Saptami Vibhakti. Normally it will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti, but here it is given in Saptami Vibhakti. Kasmat na prabhuhu Rishi Prabhavat. Why is, because of what reason is the Antakaha incapable of striking me? Rishi Prabhavat. This can be taken as Hetu. This is not Apadana. Okay, in the Karaka relations, it is in Panchami Vibhakti. So Hetu means reason for something to happen can be represented either in Panchami Vibhakti or Tritiya Vibhakti. So here Panchami Vibhakti is given. Kimuta na prabhavanti. Kena na prabhavanti anya himsraha. So prabhavanti means like affected. Okay, so what is not affected, and by whom? Sorry, by whom will I not be affected? I will not be affected. Yamadharmaraja himself cannot do anything to me, so I cannot be affected by other wild animals. So kena na prabhavanti anya himsraha. Okay. So here we have three kriyapadani. Uvacha, asi, na prabhuhu asti.
Bhagini,
Here,
this
asti,
Prabhu, any significance? I mean, Prabhu normally is authority, somebody who's your Lord. Why does he use the word Prabhu here?
It could be, let me see, pra can be the upasarga, and bhu, is it like bhavati dhatu? If it represents something like that, let me just check.
Okay.
So yes, so when you take it as a noun, it will be like the Prabhu that we usually look at, like the king.
Yeah.
But it is actually the bhu dhatu, like how I was telling, and pra is the upasarga. So bhu means bhavati, right? To happen. So
Correct.
prabhavati, like something like prabhavati also means to happen. So here in Prabhu can also be taken as to happen or to be able to do something. And na Prabhu means incapable of doing something. So it is just a verbal form here.
Okay.
It is taken as a verbal form. So that is why asti is given, because Prabhu itself is not a kriyapadam. So Prabhu asti. That is why asti adhyahritam is taken. In the Anvayakrama, na Prabhu asti is given. Asti is given. Why? Because it is like it is like the kriyapadam. We are filling in the gap for the kriyapadam.
Okay.
It is like gataha asit. Saha gataha asit. Okay, saha uttamaha asti. So here uttamaha, saha uttamaha also we can say and leave it there. But asti is always there. It is implied. So similarly here also na prabhu means not capable. So prabhu is representing somebody that is capable. Na prabhu means some that which is not capable. In that sense we can take.
Okay. Thanks, Bhagini.
There are so many other meanings for prabhu. Sound also is there. Like the meaning of that word is like sound, constant, eternal, capable, having the power to. All these are there. Mighty, powerful. All these words are also meanings for Prabhu. So by adding the prefix pra, the meaning can be changed.
Bhagini, what is the meaning of kimuta?
Kimuta means kimuta means uta means like or, right? So what else is there kind of meaning? Kimuta is like an avyayam, which means which has to be used like that only. So what else is there?
How do we even know that prabhavanti adhyahritam we have to take?
So here,
how can we recognize that?
So you look at the meaning. The king, the god of death himself cannot kill me. What about these animals? When I say what about these animals, I'm implying how can they affect me or what can they do to me? Right? So here he took Prabhavanti. You can take, Kim Kurvanti.
Yeah.
Like that also you can take.
We can take our own.
You can take your own. When you are taking Adhyahritam, some Adhyahritam Kriyapadani are obvious, like Asti, Santi, Bhavati. Those are obvious. But here in such cases, Anya Himsraha Kim Kurvanti, Mam Kim Kurvanti. Like that you can say. What can they do to me? In here they took how can they affect me? But the meaning is the same, right? Only the expression is a little different. But what we are trying to convey is the same. So you can take that. Okay. So now let us look at the Natakakaraha. Samskrita Grandhakara Parichayaha Natakakaraha in this lesson. So Ashvaghoshaha. Samskrita Sahityasya Upalabdham Ati Prachinam Natakam Shariputra Prakaranam iti. Tasya karta eva Ashvaghoshaha. So Ati Prachinam Natakam. Whatever is available, the oldest one is Shariputra Prakaranam, and it was written by Ashvaghoshaha. Eshaha Bauddha Darshanikaha Kavihi cha Asit. यद्यपि बहवः ग्रन्थाः एतेन लिखिताः इत्येव प्रसिद्धाः तथापि बुद्धचरितं सौन्दरनन्दं च इति महाकाव्यम् एतस्य इत्यत्र न सन्देहः. So though he has written many other Bauddhacharitam and Saundaranandam iti Mahakavyam etasya ityatra na sandehaha. This is, can be classified as a Mahakavyam, which was written by him. German deshiyaha Luders Mahodayah etasya त्रीणि नाटकानि संगृह्य प्रकाशितवान्. So 3 natakas written by Ashwaghosha were published by this particular German person. Teshu anyatamam eva Shariputra Prakaranam. Atra Shad Ankaha Santi. So among them, Teshu, so among those 3, anyatamam eva Shariputra Prakaranam. Ashwaghosha Prathamayam Kristu Shatabdham Asit iti uhyate. Etasya granthanam samapti vakyatah jnayate yat etasya mata Suvarnakshi iti etasya janmasthalam Saketaha iti cha. So from his works it is known that his mother is Suvarnakshi and he is from the place Saketaha. Vedam, Ramayanam, Mahabharatam, Arhatam, Sankhyam, Vaisheshikadi Darshanani cha Eshaha Samyak Janati Sma. But he is a Bauddha Darshanikaha Kavi. So Bauddha Darshanam he maybe followed. But in spite of that, he has also, studied all the Ramayana, Mahabharata, Vedas, and all the bhAratIya darshanani also, Astika darshanani also, like Sankhyam, Vaisheshika and all. Etasya Sangeeta Parichayaha api samyak asit. Ashwaghoshasya natakani Lakshana Shastranugunani eva santi. Ashwaghoshasya Kalidasasya cha kavyeshu samyam drishyate. So there are similarities between Ashwaghosha's natakani and Kalidasas kavyams and natakams. So he followed the characteristics of a natakam. So he has followed all those rules in his natakams when he composed his natakams. So that is about Ashwaghosha. And then we have Bhasaha. Yadhyapi Bhasasya Prashamsa Kalidasa Banadibihi Krita Tadiyani Subhashitani Bahushu Subhashita Sangraheshu Drishyante Tathapi Tasya Kritayahatu Gatasya Shatakasya Adibhage Labdhaha. Okay, so Bhasaha in particular was praised by Kalidasa and Bana in their kavyas also. And Tadiyani Subhashitani Bahushu Subhashita Sangraheshu Drishyante. So the Subhashitas written by him are also seen in many of the books. There are so many, there are a few books which gather all the Subhashitas from all the kavyas, from all the, other Sanskrit texts and publish as a grantha only exclusively for suktis or Subhashitas and all that. So in those also we see many which are written by him. Tathapi, even then, tasya kritayah tu gatasya shatakasya adibhage labdaha. So, but even then, even when he is well known in all these aspects, his works are available in the previous century. Keraliyena T. Ganapati Shastri Varyena Tadiyani Trayodasha Rupakani Sangrihya Prakashitani. So here, this is in Kerala. right? Keraliyana. He is a Kerala person. T. Ganapati Shastri Varyena. Tadiyani. Tadiyani means the works written by this person, Bhasaha. 13 Rupakani Sangrihya Prakashitani. So 13 of his dramas were published by this particular Ganapati Shastri. And when were these published? Dashadhika Navashatam Ekasahasram Tame Kristabde. So in 1910, in that year, these Rupakani were published. Tesham Shaili Tantram Katha Samvidhanam Rasaposhanam Varnanam Ityadishu Yat Sadrishyam Drishyate Tad Balat Eka Kartrikatvam Bhasa Kartrikatvam Cha Nirnitam. So basically based on his style, like Shaili means style, Tantram means the plot of his Natakas, Katha Samvidhanam, Rasaposhanam, Varnanam. So all these are elements to identify that it is written by Bhasa. Yajnaphala Namakam Rupakam Api Bhasakritam iti prasiddham. Evam Bhasasya Chaturdasha Rupakani idanim upalabhyante. Bhasasya deshkaladi vishaye sarvam api vivadaspadam asti. So his timeline, deshakaladi, his place where he is from and the time is not certain. There are many discussions. Kechana bhasam Kristat purvam sthitam manyante. Punaha kechana Kristat anantaram jatam. Bahunam panditanam Ashayam manasi nidhaya idam nirnetum shakyate yat bhasaha tritiye shatake asit iti. So some feel he is before Christ, some feel he is after Christ, but based on the majority, it is believed he is in the 3rd century. Bhasasya rupakanam shaili na kathina. Sarveshu rupakeshu drishya ramaniyata Shravya ramaniyata cha apurva. Patrachitrane bhasasya anupamam samarthyam. Etasya sarvani rupakani rasaparipuštani santi. So he is very well known for drishya ramaniyata and shravya ramaniyata rupakeshu. So basically the way he describes is and even for listening also, the style and the language that he uses, the simplicity or the all the alankara aspects, whatever he uses are very special and stand out, and it will make listening to it also very nice. And the natakas, if they are imagining, if you are imagining the plot and all that, will also be beautiful. And Patrachitrane bhasasya anupamam samarthyam. So the presentation of the characters. Etasya sarvani rupakani rasaparipuštani santi. And all the navarasas will be also well addressed in his natakas. And then we have Bhavabhutihi. Uttara Ramacharitam Bhavabhutina Rachitam Prasiddham Natakam. Bhavabhutihi Mahaviracharata Namakam Aparam Natakam Malati Madhavam iti prakaranam cha api rachitavan asti. Etasya rupakanam prastavanataha nyayate etasya Shrikantaha ityapi nama. Etasya pita Neelakantaha Mata cha Jatukarni Janmasthalam cha Dakshinapathastam Padmapuram iti. Dakshinapathastam Padmapuram iti. एषः बहुशास्त्रविशारदः आसीत्। भवभूतेः कालः क्रिस्तशकं सप्तम इति पण्डिताः अभिप्रयन्ति। महावीरचरितम् उत्तररामचरितं च रामायणस्य आधारेण लिखितम्। मालतीमाधवं कल्पितकथायाः आधारेण लिखितम्। उत्तररामचरिते रामायणस्य उत्तरकाण्डस्य कथा अस्ति। भवभूतेः शैली प्रौढा। उत्तरे रामचरिते भवभूतिः विशिष्यते इति प्रशंसा प्राप्ता अस्ति भवभूतिना. So basically his style is praudha. Praudha means very professional, very a little on the higher level side. And among the kavyams that he wrote, Mahavira Charitam, Uttara Ramacharitam are based on Ramayana. Malati Madhavam is totally fictional. Uttara Ramacharita is written based on Uttarakanda of the Ramayana. And like every poet is given, what do you say? There is a phrase that describes the quality of every poet. For him, it is Uttare Ramacharite Bhavabhutihi Vishishyate. Iti prashamsa prapta asti Bhavabhutina. Shudrakaha. Mrichakatikam ityasya rupakasya rachayita Shudrakaha. Eshaha Raja Asit. So Shudrakaha was a king and he wrote Mrichakatikam. If you remember, I think in Parichaya level you have studied briefly about Mrichakatikam. Satvashali kavihi api asit. Vedashastradishu api etasya pandityam asit. Shudrakaha dakshinatyaha iti bahavaha vidvamsaha abhiprayanti. So he is from the south. Like the previous poet, Bhavabhutihi. He is also from Padmapuram, which is in the Dakshina Patha, means in the district which is on the southern side. So Dakshinatyaha iti bahavaha vidvamsaha abhiprayanti. Etasya kalaha Kristu shakam chatvari syat iti uhyate. Mrichakatikam Shringara pradhanam rupakam. Atra हास्यरसः विशेषतः दृश्यते. शूद्रकेण चित्रितः विदूषकः शकारः इत्यादयः पठितृषु श्रोतृषु च हासं जनयन्ति एव. So this is basically a Shringara Pradhana Rupakam. It is a love story, right? So here the rasam is Shringara rasam. Hasya rasam is also there. And it is mainly focused on Shakaraha. You know the character Shakaraha, you remember? He was the one who gets Vasavadatta into trouble. Like he will mislead her to come into the forest, like the Kathanayaka. He will leave a note as though left by the Kathanayaka, and he will she thinks that it is written by the Kathanayaka, and she'll go to the forest where he will kind of kidnap her or kill her or something, try to kill her. So he is the character Shakaraha, but he is also portrayed as a comedian in other parts of the Nataka, apparently. Charudatta Vasantasenayoho. Sorry, I think I said Vasavadatta, but it is Vasantasenayoho. Vrittantam Varnayan Shudrakaha Tatkalina Rajakiya Vrittantam api Varnayati. Patrachitranam Rasaposhanam Ityadayah Gunaha Mrichakatike Visheshatah Drishyante. So the political aspects of that period were also described in detail while explaining or while portraying the story. Patra Chitranam Rasaposhanam. These are also addressed. Visheshatah Drishyante. Like Bhavabhuti, even here they are addressed very well. Bhattanarayanaha. Veni Samharaha. Namakasya प्रसिद्धस्य नाटकस्य रचयिता भट्टनारायणः एषः 8मे शतके आसीत् इति पण्डिताः अभिप्रयन्ति वेणीसंहारः is the story of Draupadi not tying her hair until Duryodhana is killed by Bhima. So she will take a vow not to tie her hair until Duryodhana is killed. So Bhima will also like give her a word. So Veni is hair and Samhara is to tie. एषः कान्यकुब्जप्रदेशे जातः इत्यत्र तु न कस्यापि विमतिः. So he is from that Pradesha, Kanyakubja Pradesha. I don't know where that is. Veni Samharaha Mahabharatasya Katham Adharikritya Likitaha. Samharaha means Ekatranayanam means putting it together, like I said, tying up. Duryodhanadinam Samharam Kritva Draupadyah Keshan Bhimaha Veni Rupena बध्नाति इत्यतः एतस्य नाटकस्य नाम वेणी संहारः इति जातम्. एतत् नाटकं वीररसप्रधानम्. So because this is about Bhima like taking or striking Duryodhana and killing them all, it is वीररस प्रधानम्. समग्रं नाटकं नाटकलक्षणानुगुणमेव रचितम् अस्ति. So all of this natakam is written well by following the rules of the nataka. Ataha lakshana nirupanavare bahavaha lakshanakaraha veni samharasya shlokan eva adhikataya udaharanti. So when we are teaching how to write a natakam to show examples, most of the examples are taken from this natakam. The shlokas are taken from here. To quote an example, like how a natakam, how the characters or the characteristics of a natakam should be followed, shlokas from this natakam are taken as examples. Patrachitranam tatrapi Bhima-ashvatthama-adinam chitranam Bhima-ashvatthama-adinam chitranam apurvam asti. Okay, particularly the description of these two is even more good. Bhattanarayanasya shaili praudha etasya bhasha prabhutvam pandityam cha shlaghaniyam asti. Ekaya kritya api saha vishesha prasiddhim praptavan asti. So though he has written only this, he is very well known because of how he has written this particular natakam. So he followed all the rules of how a natakam should be written. He wrote using a very good language, and all the rasa pradhanam is also there, and everything is there. So though he has composed only one work, he was well known. Okay. So now let us look at the end of the lesson exercise.
Bhagini, Bhasa is the one who wrote Swapnavasa Datta, no?
Bhasa. Yes.
This is that same Bhasa, right?
Yes, it is the same Bhasa. Yeah, but it is not mentioned here. Even
yeah, that's why I was surprised why they have not said anything about his place.
But there is only one Bhasa that I know. It has to be the same Bhasa.
Okay.
So then here, Prakritihi ka, Vikritihi cha ka. What is Prakriti and what is Vikriti?
Maranam Jeevitam.
Maranam, which one is Prakriti and which one is Vikriti?
Prakriti Maranam Bhodayati. Vikritihi Jeevitam Bhodayati.
Maranam Prakritihi and Vikritihi Jeevitam. Saraha katham grahitavyaha hamsaha iva. Saraha katham grahitavyaha means how should we take only the essence of something. Like how a hamsa separates the milk from the water. Like that, it has to be taken. Amritayamanam vachanam kim? What is the dialogue filled with melody?
This one.
Uttishta.
Uttishta. Uttishta.
Uttishta
Vatsa,
vatsa.
Uttishta. Uttishta.
धेनोः वचनम्. धेनोः वचनम्.
धेनोः वचनम्.
Vachanam.
अनुष्टुप् छन्दसि कति अक्षराणि भवन्ति?
अष्टाक्षराणि भवन्ति.
No.
पादे.
अष्टाक्षराणि.
So 4 padas are there, no, in that.
So that is why you write clearly pade ashta aksharani santi. So then there will there will not be any ambiguity.
But
So do we have to write
Do we have to write 32 or do we have to write
No, 8 aksharas is 8
4
ashta
padas?
aksharani pade shloke or chaturpade dvatrimshat. You can write like that. 32 aksharani in the complete, because the complete together it is anushtup chandas. All the rules are expanding into all the 4 padas. So it is better to write 32 in the 4 padas. Okay. Amarakoshasya vastavikam nama kim?
नामलिङ्गानुशासनम्.
नामलिङ्गानुशासनम्. विग्रहवाक्यं समासनाम च लिखत. दिक्पालाः.
दिग्गानाम्.
So we have to look for the dik, the shashti vibhakti of dik.
दिग्गानाम्.
Let me also look once.
Diganta.
Dish is the shabda. Disham is the shashti bahuvachana. Okay, because of the Disham. Kevalam Disham.
Oh. Disham Pala.
Disham Palakaha.
Shashti Tatpurusha.
Yes, Shashti Tatpurusha. Disham Palaha, Dikpalaha. Okay, because when in a compound word, we will go to the Pratipadikam, right? Pratipadikam of the word will be taken. So, Dikpalaha. And Pushpa Vrishtihi.
Pushpanam
Vrishtihi. This is also Shashti Tatpurusha. Dashakantha Nita.
So,
Dashakantaha would be one. That is,
Dashakantha.
That would be Karmadaraya.
Dashakantaha, no, because Dasha Kantaha.
Dashakantaha. See,
Kantaha only or Kantaha.
Dashakantaha. 1 second. Dashakantaha means he who has 10 heads or 10 throats. Heads. Though we say kantha, it is heads, right?
Yeah.
So Kantaha or okay.
Dashakantaha yasya saha. So the final word is Dashakantaha. That is Ekavachana. But he who has 10 heads, when you are explaining that, Dashakantaha yasya saha. Then Nita. How does Nita come?
Dashakanthena Nita.
Nita. Means, what does it mean, that word?
Who was taken by
10 Ravana.
Yes.
10-headed, who was taken by the 10-headed.
So that is Trutiya Tatpurusha. Dashakanthena Nita Trutiya Tatpurusha. Raghunatha Dutaha.
Raghunathasya. Ragohanatha.
Say that again.
Ragohanatha first.
Raghohanatha. Okay. That is Shashti Tatpurusha.
And Nathasya Duta.
Raghunathasya Dutaha. The first part, Raghunatha, Ragohanatha.
Yeah, Raghunath.
Raghunatha means what?
The Lord of the King of Raghus, the King of the Raghava.
King of the Raghuvamsha.
King of Raghuvamsha.
And what does Raghuvamsha represent? The king of all the kings, right? All the kings of that Vamsha. When you say when you say a Vamsha name, when you say Surya Vamsha, what is Vamsha literally? It is all the kings who are in that Vamsha. Without the kings, when you say Vamsha, there is nothing. Right? So here, Raghunatha means king of all the king or lord of all the kings of the Raghuvamsha. Right? Like that we can say. So that is Shashti Tatpurusha, and Raghunathasya Dutaha. That also again is Shashti Tatpurusha. Bhimaraja Putri.
Bhima iti Raja. Sambhavana. Rajasya Putri.
Bhimarajasya Putri.
Shashti Tatpurusha. Sambhavana Purvapada Karmadharaya, first one. Second one is Shashti Tatpurusha. Sanyojya Likata, Amarakoshaha. What is written by Amarakoshaha?
Amarakoshaha. This
Namalinganushasana is written by Amarakoshaha. That is why it is known as Amarakosha. Sorry, here Amara Simha has written, here Amarakoshaha is given. That is another name for Namalinganushasana. Niruktam is written by Yaskaha. I think, yeah, Yaskaha. And then Shabda Kalpadrumaha.
Akaradi Kramayuktaha Pradhava Koshaha.
Shabda Kalpadrumaha is Akaradi Kramayuktaha Prathamaha Koshaha. Mritchakatikam.
Mritchakatikam is Shringara Rasa Pradhanam.
Shringara Rasa Pradhanam. T. Ganapati Shastri. Bhasanataka Prakashakaha. He is very well known for publishing those books because he kind of revived them. They were almost lost, and he kind of searched for them, took them out in a very Sithila Avastha, and then he published. It is mentioned in many places. Okay, so that completes lesson 9. Okay, so let us move on to lesson 10. Okay, so lesson 10, the first line, let us see. Yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Okay, so yoginaha karma kurvanti, they do their duty. Sangam tyaktva, giving up all the attachment. Atma shuddhaye. And why do they do their duty without any attachment? To purify themselves.
This is also from the Gita.
This is also
from the Gita, I think chapter 6.
Yes. Okay. So now let us look at samasa. Here again, everything is kind of, I think, summarized. In the previous lessons, we learned about the different types of compounds, how they are dissolved, and how words in a sentence can be combined to form compounds. Let us note of the changes that take place when certain words are compounded and know some more rules connected with samasa. So when the words Rajan and Sakhi are compounded to form Tatpurusha, they end in a short Akaranta. So Deva Rajan Sakhi. Krishnasya Sakha is Krishna Sakhaha. Devanam Raja, Deva Rajaha. Okay, so Raja and Sakhi. So Rajan and Sakhi, when they are compounded with other words. So Devanam Raja. Raja Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana is Raja, right? But when you compound it with another word, Deva Rajaha. Even Maha and Raja also same. It becomes Maharajaha, not Maharaja, like that. Similarly, Sakhi also will become Sakaha, short vowel. Krishnasya Sakha will become Krishna Sakaha. Okay. When two words are compounded to form a dvandva, the word with less number of vowels will be placed first. So Shivaha cha, Keshavaha cha. In Shiva, we have less number of vowels. So it is placed in the beginning. Shiva Keshava. You know that the Purvapada in a compound is in its Pratipadika form. If that Pratipadika is Nakaranta, its final Nakara will disappear in the Samasa. Okay, this rule applies to all samasas. So we know that the Pratipadikam, except for the last word in the compound, all the other words we have to write the Pratipadikams. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugnaha. So here Rama, the Visarga is lost. The Pratipadikam is Rama, like that. But if a word is Nakaranta, then the Nakara is also lost. We cannot write the Nakara. Though the Pratipadika has the Nakara, Gunin, for example, Nakara is there in the Pratipadika. But when we are using it in Samastapadam, the Nakara should not be written. Okay, Guni, only Guni. So Guninaha plus Seva, Guni Seva. Okay, the Nakara is lost. What Samasa is this? Guni Seva?
Of, no? Guninaha.
Seva
Shashti?
of the Guni. Yes, Shashti Tatpurusha. Guninaha is the Shashtiyanta form of Gunin Shabda. In the compound, the Nakara disappears and only Guni remains. A few more examples are Karinaha plus Shunda, Kari Shunda. Shastri plus Varya, Shastri Varya, Varyaha. Ghanapatinaha plus Griham, Ghanapati Griham. Gunanuragi plus Janaha, Gunanuragi Janaha. Gunanuragi Janaha. Okay. So in all these places, the Nakara is dropped. So Samahara Dvandva.
Bhagini, the Nakara is dropped only if it comes to the end, like for Gunanuragi, there the Nakara is, it is coming in between, so it will not be dropped, isn't it?
So Gunanuragin, Ragin Shabda. The Nakara of the Ragi is being dropped there.
Okay, it's Gunanuragin.
So then we have Samahara Dvandva and Dvigu compounds are in neuter. Always the Samahara compounds will be in neuter. Whether it is...
మూడోషిలో గుణినహ అనేది అది ప్రాతిపదిక కాదు కదమ్మా అసలు.
గుణినహనా? గుణినహ ప్రాతిపదికం కాదు. గుణినహ విగ్రహ వాక్యంలో వస్తుంది. గుణినహ సేవా, ద సేవా ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ విత్ గుడ్ క్వాలిటీస్. సో
మామూలు రూల్ ప్రాతిపదిక మాత్రమే మిగులుతుంది అనేటువంటి మామూలు రూలే కదా. దీంట్లో ప్రత్యేకంగా చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే ఇందులో
what is the pratipadikam of guni shabda? Gunin.
Guni.
Gunin.
Gunin.
It is gunin. So the nakara is being dropped.
Oh, gunin pratipadika. Okay. Sorry.
Guni. Adi gunin shabdaha. Guni, guninau, guninaha atla vastundi.
Okay. Sorry.
So in all these also the same. The pratipadika will have, these are all nakaranta shabdas basically. So nakaranta shabdas will have nakara at the end of the pratipadika. So in a samastapadam, when they are coming before the last word, then the nakara should be dropped. In the samahara samasa, whether it is dvandva or dvigu, it will always be in neuter. That is how you can identify them. Okay. Pani cha padau cha. Etesham samaharaha. Pani padam. This is samahara dvandva. Panchanam gavam samaharaha. Panchagavam. So this is dviguhu. Both dvandva and tatpurusha, the compound word will have the same gender as that of the latter word. This we discussed many times, right? Usually, whichever word is at the end of a compound, the gender and the anta will follow that of that word. Okay. So vrikshaha cha lata cha. Vrikshaha is masculine, lata is feminine. So this whole word, it is in dvivachana. So the dvivachana of lata is late. So vriksha late. Okay, we have to put it as per lata, as per the last word of the compound. We have to follow the format of that. Lata cha vrikshascha. Here vrikshaha is at the end, which is a pumlinga shabda. So lata vrikshau. Okay, we follow the dvivachana of vriksha. Ardham pippalyaha. Ardha pippali. So here ardham pippalyaha. What compound is this?
This is
Prathama
Prathama
Tatpurusha.
Tatpurusha.
Prathama Tatpurusha samasa. So ardha pippali. Here pippali is feminine. So like ardham dinam, dinasya. Ardham dinasya, ardha dinam. Why there dinam is napumsakalinga shabda. So ardha dinam, it will become napumsaka. But here ardha pippali. Because pippali is strilinga, we ikaranta strilinga, that same we have to, the word will get.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of pippali? I mean, pippalyaha.
Pippali is pippalikaha is pipilikaha. That is pipilikaha. Pippali.
Okay.
Wait. I didn't still give you the answer. It is an aushadam.
Yeah, we use it for children, no? Pippali. It's a kind of a
Pippallo antaru. Pippallo.
Like a cinnamon stick. It's like a Ayurvedic.
Okay. So it is a plant.
Kind of a pepper. It is a kind of a long pepper or something. Pippali.
Priya would know. Pippali we give, no?
Yeah. It's like kind of a long pepper. The herbal.
It is a long
given
pepper.
to babies.
Long pepper.
Okay. So it is a plant which is used for medicinal purposes. Okay. So anantaram. Avyayi bhava compound will always be an indeclinable. This also we know already. So the first word will be an avyaya and the complete compound word also will be an avyaya. So shaktim anatikramya. Yatha shakti. Okay, here yatha is the avyayam. Yatha shakti also is avyayam. The compound word also is avyayam. In a bahuvrihi compound, the compound will get the gender of the third word whose sense is predominant. Means whomever we are trying to describe, the gender of that. Say for example, Shweta Vastraha. He who is wearing white clothes. Shweta Vastra. She who is wearing white clothes. We are referring to a woman who is wearing white clothes. So Shweta Vastra, we have to say. So the gender of this compound word.
So like for like Pitambaraha also there will be depending on the last word, it will change to
depending
feminine.
on whom you are referring to using this compound word. If you are referring to Vishnu, Pitambaraha. If you are referring to Lakshmi, who is wearing yellow clothes, then Pitambari.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you are referring to your friend, Mitram, some Mitram. Mitram
So
word is in Napumsaka. Pitambaram Mitram. Okay, like that. Here, Nashtam Pustakam Yasya Saha. So he who lost his book. Nashta Pustakaha. Okay. So a student lost his book, a boy. So Nashta Pustakaha. Nashtam Pustakam Yasyaha Sa. So a girl student lost her book. So Nashta Pustaka. Nashtam Pustakam Yasya Tat. Nashta Pustakam Mitram. Okay, so whom we are trying to talk about, this compound word has to follow the gender of that word. Okay, so there is a book, Samasa book, published by Samskrita Bharati people. You can get that, not for the exam. It is not needed for the Kovida exam. But after that, if you want to develop your knowledge of samasas, you can work with it. But it is a little on the tougher side. The explanation is not as simply given as in these lessons. Okay, anyways. Vishesha Vishayaha. So, Natvam. So, Natvam, I think we might have discussed this earlier briefly, but here officially we will be covering this topic. So, many times you must have noticed that Ana comes in some places, and in some places only the regular Na will be there. So, for example, Graha. I'm trying to think of a word which has only a regular Na. Kakena. Okay, Kakaha. Kakena. Kakena. Shabdaha kriyate. Okay, sound is made by the crow. Ramena. Valihi. Maryate. So, Vali is killed by Rama. Ramena. There, Ramena. Ana is used. Kakena. Regular Na is used. So, when do we use Ana? When do we use regular Na? That is a big question for many of us. So here it is given when we have to put Ana and when we have to use regular Na. So there are 3 letters, okay, which will instigate the usage of Ana: Refa, Shakara, and Rikara, like Rishi Rikara, Shashti Shakara, and Refa. If you have any of these 3 letters in a word, and if Nakara follows, then you have to use Ana. In place of, even if it is a regular Na, you have to change it into Ana. If you see these 3 letters before the Nakara, it need not be right before the Nakara. It has to be anywhere before, okay, before Nakara in that word, in that same word, but okay. That is the basic rule. So the basic rule is if you have Refa or the Shakara of the Shashti that we use in Shashti and Rikara like in Rishi, then the Nakara that we have to use should be Ana. Now then there is one more thing. Say for example, between these any of these 3 alphabets, the Refa, Shakara or the Rikara and the Nakara, in a word, first you have to come across any of these 3 letters, Refa or Shakara or Rikara. And then if it is followed by a Nakara, in between you can have other letters or sometimes immediately also. It doesn't matter. The Nakara changes.
Yes, one doubt, ma'am.
Ah.
So before the letter, if there is a Shakara or a Rukara or a Refa, I mean, or a Refa, then it is going to be an Ana.
Ana. But there is one more condition here. Okay.
So it must be immediately after, ma'am. I'm asking.
Wait. Yeah, let me complete explaining and then you ask me. It can be right afterwards or there can be other letters in between.
Okay, ma'am.
Say for example, Krishna.
Okay. Yes.
Right after Shakara, you have Nakara.
Yes, ma'am. So it is.
Then we have Ramena. In Ramena, between Ra and Na, there are other letters also. So it can be either way. It can be either way. But there is one more condition. Okay. If it is following immediately, then it will definitely become ana always. But if there are other letters, between these any of these three letters and the nakara, then we have to look what letters are there. Okay. Say for example, if you have the vowels, the hrasva and the dirgha, any of the vowels. Okay, all the vowels. And then ha, ya, va. Ha, ya, va, all the vowels, and ha, ya, va, which are also referred to as semi vowels. And then ka varga and pa varga.
Pa varga, ma'am.
And pa varga. Ka varga and pa varga.
Okay.
Then natvam will happen.
Natvam, ma'am.
Natvam means ana. Ana you have to write. Okay. So between the refa or the shakara or the rikara and the nakara, if you have any of the vowels or ha, ya, va, or the ka varga or the pa varga, it will not affect the natvam. So natvam will happen. So you have to replace the regular na with ana.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
There are other letters other than these that we listed right now. Means cha varga, ta varga, ta varga. And sha, sa. Of course, sha is covered as nimitta. So sa and sha. Right? If you have those letters, then natvam will not happen. Means regular na will remain as regular na. Okay, the ana will not come. Okay. We will look at a few examples, then you will get it will get easy. So the reason behind this is when you are pronouncing refa or shakara or rikara, you are twisting your tongue and the tip of your tongue is touching the middle of your roof of your mouth. Okay. The tip of your tongue, you are curling it up to touch the middle of the roof of your mouth. Right? So after that, pronouncing ana will be easy than na. Why? For ana also, your tongue should be there only. The tip of your tongue should touch the middle of the top of your mouth. Only then that ana sound will come, na. But to say the regular na, you have to bring it out to the teeth. You have to touch the back of your teeth to say na, the regular na. Right? So for ease, always all these rules in Sanskrit pronunciation are for ease of pronunciation, because in recitation, when you are doing recitation, they will try to make it as less comfortable as possible, so mistakes will not happen. Okay, so your tongue is already there to pronounce either the refa or the shakara or the rikara. So while it is there, and if it is followed by na or regular na, you change it into ana so that it will become easy. You don't have to bring your tongue all the way back all the way to the front, to the back of the teeth to pronounce the regular na. So that is the reason. Main reason is that. Okay. Now, what about these aksharas, the vowels, and the ka varga and the pa varga? For ka, when you are saying ka also, though you are not touching the tongue to the top of your mouth, your tongue is a little in the middle position only. Right? Even for pa, when you are saying ka or pa, you notice your tongue, though it is not touching the roof of your mouth, it is still there in the middle. It is not coming all the way out to the teeth. But when you are saying cha or ta or tha, for these three vargas, your tongue is coming out and touching almost the back of your teeth. Right? So for ka varga and pa varga, your tongue is still there in the middle. So even if you have letters from ka varga and pa varga between these three letters and the nakara, it is okay. It will not affect. Your tongue is still in the same position. So you can pronounce ana comfortably. But after any of these three letters, if the cha varga or ta varga or ta varga akshara comes, then you have already brought your tongue out to pronounce those aksharas. You have already brought your tongue out to the back of your teeth. So no point in taking it back again to pronounce ana. So you can simply pronounce na. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So that way you remember, even if you forget this rule. Okay, even if you forget, oh, when does ana come, when does na come? If you understand the logic behind this, you can always derive it, even if you forget. Okay, for
Yes.
sh, for refa, sh and r, I am curling up my tongue. For ka varga and pa varga also, the tongue position is there, middle only. But for cha, ta and pa, not pa, ta, I'm bringing out my tongue. So since I have already brought it out, I rather say the regular na. No, don't trouble yourself taking it back to say ana. Okay, so that is the rule for natvam. That is when ana happens. That is when ana does not happen. So we will look at some examples and then you will understand. So basically the refa, sh and the r are known as nimitta. Nimitta means cause. Okay, so these are the reason why this is happening. Okay, so now let us look at some examples. Rahuna, Rahuna. Okay, Ra. So now you have to be very careful when you are splitting the aksharas. Okay, so what are all the aksharas in Rahuna? Refa, Akara, Hakara, Ukara, and then Na. So now Akara and Ukara, they are vowels. Hakara is also in the list of, along with that. So these do not obstruct, these aksharas do not obstruct natvam from happening. So ana. So that is why we write ana for Rahuna. Okay, so since these other aksharas, the vowels ka varga, pa varga, and ha yava are not obstructing the natvam to happen, they are called avyavadhayakaha. Avyavadhayakaha. Okay, and vyavadhayakaha means those that obstruct, like the cha varga, ta varga, and ta varga aksharas. Those aksharas obstruct natvam from happening. So they are called vyavadhayakaha, and these vowels and the vowels and hayava and the ka varga and pa varga letters are called avyavadhayakaha. They are not obstructing the natvam from happening. Okay, so in Rahuna, between the refa and the nakara, we have avyavadhayakaha aksharaha. Means we have aksharas which are not obstructing natvam from happening. So natvam will happen and we write ana. Maharajena. Here we have refa. After refa we have akara, we have jakara, we have ekara, jakara. Jakara is from the cha varga. It is a vyavadhayaka akshara. So it obstructed. So the nakara will be regular nakara. It won't be natva. Because to pronounce ja, you already brought your tongue out. No point in again taking it back to pronounce ana. So you'd rather say regular na. Okay. So that is what. Now let us look at some more examples. Kshatriyanam. What is the nimitta here?
Ya and sorry, ya is the not is the 3 is the nimitta, ma'am. 3 is the nimitta.
Wait. 3 means it is a samyukta akshara. You tell what akshara is actually can cause natvam.
Ra, ma'am.
Refa. Okay. Now in ksha, in ksha we have that is also a samyukta akshara. What are the 2 aksharas in ksha?
Ka and shashti sha, ma'am.
Ka and shashti sha. Very good. So the shashti sha is also a nimitta here. Refa is also a nimitta here. Which one would you like to take?
I would like to take the Refa, ma'am, because it's
closer to na. You have to
yes,
take the most closest one to na.
yes.
Okay. So it is really not our choice. So you have to take only the one which is closer to na. Refa is closer to na. Shashti sha is behind refa. So that is a little farther away. So that it doesn't matter. Okay. As long as you have refa, you follow with refa. So between refa and na, what are the aksharas that you have?
Okay.
What are the aksharas that you have? Tell me. In Kshatriyanam, between
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Ya is not abstractor, ma'am. Because in the rules,
Ya is the only akshara that you have? Is Ya the only akshara that you have?
No, ma'am. We have A also, ma'am. Because A is a vowel also, no, ma'am. Both
Yes.
Dirgha and Hasva are also.
Any other akshara that you have between Refa and Na?
E.
E is also there. Three.
Yeah.
Refa and then E. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So all these are avyavadhayaka varnaha.
Yes.
Okay, so that is why Natvam happens, and in Kshatriyanam we write Ana. We use Ana. Brahmanaha. Priya Bhagini, can you tell for Brahmanaha?
Brahmanaha. B and then there is a R. Refa is there. And then
between Refa and Nakara, what are the other aksharas that you have?
Akara, A is there, the O is there, H is there, and Manaha, Ma is there,
Makara is there,
Makara is there,
and Akara is there.
Where is the Ma Akara?
Brahma.
Brahma.
Right? After Ma, you have Akara. And all these are again Avyavadhayaka Varnaha.
Avyavadhayaka Varnaha.
So Natvam will happen and we will get Ana. Okay. Anantaram Mahodaya Rupyakani.
One doubt, ma'am. In Brahmana, the one that is in Hindi, they call it Pade, no, ma'am, for B. So in Sanskrit, is it called Refa, ma'am?
No. Ba is different, Refa is different. You have two aksharas there.
No, ma'am. Bra, the one that is in Hindi, which we call Pade, no, ma'am, in Ba, Bra. So in Sanskrit, it is called Refa, ma'am.
What is it called in Hindi, you said?
Paden, ma'am. It is called as Paden.
I don't know that. But Refa is Refa in Sanskrit. Whether it comes on the top or at the bottom.
Okay.
So is there a different word when it comes at the top and at the bottom?
Yes, ma'am. No, in Sanskrit it is not there, ma'am. In Hindi, the one which comes at the top is called Refa, and the one that comes at the bottom is called Paden.
But it is Refa only. Refa means the akshara Ra is called Refa. If it comes after a consonant, we will write it down. If it comes before a consonant, we will write it at the top. That is the only difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it is called Refa in both cases in Sanskrit. Okay, Mahodaya Rupyakani chaptara.
Rupyakani chaptama. Refa, Rulo Refa, Nilo Nakaramu. మధ్యలో ఉన్నటువంటి అవ్యవధాయక వర్ణాలు ఊకారము, పకారము, యకారము, కకారము, ఆకారము వరకు.
యకారం తర్వాత అకారం కూడా ఉంది.
యకారం తర్వాత అకారం, సారీ. ఓకే, కరెక్ట్. యకారము, అకారము, కకారము, ఆకారము.
So all these are avyavadhayaka varnaha. Pa varga we have, ka varga we have, and vowels. So natvam will happen. Rupyakani.
I can be the next Bhagini.
Indirani Bhagini. Grihani.
Grihani. Ga followed by Rikara asti. Rikara anantaram avyavadhayaka shabdaha. Ha. A. Santi. So that is na bhavati.
Ana bhavati,
Natvam bhavati.
natvam bhavati. Uttamam. So the nimitta here is rikara.
Rika.
Vrishabhanam. Sindhu Bagini?
Vrishabhana. V with R. Vr. After that there is a sh.
What is the nimittam? Which one? Here we have two nimittas, the rikara and the shakara. Which one would you, should we take? Vakara is followed by rikara, right? And then we have also shakara. Which one should we take as the nimitta here?
Is it shakara?
Shakara, because it is the closest to the nakara.
Nakara.
Okay, the one that is closest to nakara only we have to take. So in between what aksharas do we have? Between shakara and nakara?
Sh is bha, bha, and there is a akara after that bha.
Yes. After shakara we have akara.
Akara, right.
After akara bhakara. After bhakara akara.
Akara.
All these are avyavadhayaka varnaha. Means that which do not obstruct. Okay. So natvam will happen and ana should be written. Vrishabhanam. Okay. Now let us see some where there are vyavadhayaka varnaha and which obstruct the nakara from happening. Again, Samir, Marichena.
Yes, ma'am. Ma followed by an akara, then followed by refa, and followed by ikara, and then followed by a vyavadhayaka varna cha, and then followed by na, because there is a vyavadhayaka varna in between ra and na.
And natvam will not happen.
So nothing will not happen.
Natvam will not happen. Okay. Anantaram Priya Bhagini Rashmina.
Rashmina. So this is refa, but between the na and the refa, there is the makara. Because of the makara, which is a vyavadhayaka.
No, makara is not a vyavadhayaka. It is avyavadhayaka. It is from the pavarga.
Okay. Pavarga, yeah. So which is the vyavadhayaka?
What are the letters between ra and na? List out again.
Ra, akara, ikara, sha, then makara, then akara, and
where is akara?
Ma.
Me, that is Rashmi.
Oh, it's me. Yeah, ikara. Yeah. Ikara.
So again tell it in the order that they are there. Refa.
Refa, then Rashmi, Shakara.
No. After Refa, there is one more akshara.
Akara.
And then?
Then Shakara. And then Ikara.
No.
Makara and me.
So makara and then Ikara.
Ikara. Makara and then Ikara.
And then Nakara.
And then the Nakara.
So which akshara do you think is obstructing here?
Here, which is the vyavadhayaka? Shakara.
Okay.
The shakara.
Only ya, va, ha are avyavadhayaka from the last consonants. Okay. Shakara, sakara are still vyavadhayaka. So here shakara is the one that is obstructing. Uttamam. Anantaram Mahodaya Karyadarshina.
Karyadarshina. దీంట్లో రేఫము నకారం ఉందమ్మా. రెండు రకాల రేఫాలు రెండు ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ. రకారాన్ని దర్శిన, ఓకే, దర్శినహాలో రేఫ ఉంది. రకారం తర్వాత రేఫ తర్వాత షకారం వచ్చిందండి. షకారం వల్ల అది అవ్యవధానం వస్తుందండి. వ్యవధాయక వర్ణం వస్తుంది. ఆ వ్యవధాయక వర్ణం వచ్చినందువల్ల అది నాగాని మిగులుతుంది.
Natvam will not happen. So here we have two refas, but we have to take the refa closest to the nakara.
Correct.
So darshina, there, that refa. So after refa we have shakara, ikara, and then nakara. So shakara is obstructing. Okay. Anantaram Indirani Bhagini Vartalapena.
Vartalapena रेफा भवति निमित्तं रेफा रेफानन्तरं वार्ता त ल
तकार आकार
तकार लकार त ल व्यवधायक शब्दाः सन्ति तत्र णत्वं न भवति.
Okay, उत्तमम्. Anantaram,
but here pa is also there, no? So the pa,
but this is already obstructed, no?
Yes.
Before pa, this ta and la have already come.
Again for natvam to happen, you should have again another nimitta. Only then there is a possibility.
Okay.
No, ma'am, ta does have a nimitta, no, ma'am. There is a refa between ta and la. Sorry.
No, I'm asking about the pa.
Pa. Okay.
Pa is avyavadhayaka, no? So why can't we still do natvam is what auntie is asking. But what I'm saying is the la and ta have already obstructed. So your tongue already came to the front. So no point in taking it back. Unless again you have any of these three aksharas. Okay?
Yes.
Anantaram Sindhu Bhagini Drishyamanam.
Drishyamanam. The with refa.
No, refa is not there. Drishya is rikara. The rishi rikara.
Rikara. Then sha followed by ya. Then makara. Akara. Akara and then makara.
So you are forgetting the vowels. So we have after rikara, we have shakara, we have yakara, then akara, then makara, then akara. The vowels also you have to mention.
Akara. So the one which is obstructing is the shakara.
Yes. So natvam will not happen. Okay. So let us look at this abhyasam. Adho nirdishtani vigraha vakyani avalambya samasta padani likata. Devarayaha iti raja.
Devaraya
Raja. Devaraya Rajaha. Is it Devaraya Rajaha? Anantaram Gananam Raja.
Ganaraja, no, ma'am.
Ganarajaha.
The nakaranta is not there, no, ma'am.
No, this is vigraha vakya.
No, I'm asking
Gana,
about
Samir, Gana is a shabda. It is a nakaranta shabda only. Guni is a nakaranta shabda.
Yes, ma'am. So in the vigraha, I mean in the samasta padani, the nakara is not there, no, ma'am. While when it's combined.
No, asli Gana ane padaniki nakarame ledu.
Oh, okay.
It is a nakaranta shabda.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Gananam is in Shashti.
Gananam is the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachana form of Gana Shabda, like Rama Shabda. It is an Akaranta Shabda. Okay? But Raja, whenever it is joined with any other word and it is at the end, then the long vowel will become short. That is why Ganarajaha it will become.
Okay.
Anantaram. Ayodhyayaha Raja.
Ayodhya Raja.
Rajaha.
Ayodhya Rajaha. Shastrinaha Griham.
Shastri Griham.
Shastri Griham.
Griham.
Sharma plus Varyaha. Sharman, it is a Nakaranta Shabda. So Sharma Varyaha.
Oh.
Okay, Sharman, the Nakara is dropped. Sharma Varyaha. Phalam cha pushpam cha.
Phalam cha pushpe.
Phala pushpe. Uttamam. Phala pushpe. Shakha cha upashakha cha. Shakha upashakhe. There the sandhi, the conditions are favorable for sandhi to happen. So shakopashakhe. Guna sandhi will happen there. Govindasya sakha.
Govinda
Sakha.
Sakha. That again the
Correct.
Daka.
Govinda sakha. Anantaram Uttamaha sakha.
Uttama Sakha.
Uttama sakha. Mukham cha nasika cha anayoho samaharaha.
So it is Mukha Nasikam.
Mukha nasikam. It is napumsaka. So nasikam it became. Okay. Though nasika originally is a strilinga shabda, because of the samahara, it becomes napumsaka. The compound word will become napumsaka. Anantaram. We have to tell the nimitta. Okay. And the purvatana varnaha. So kshatriyena. Kshatri. Tri. So before refa, what is the akshara? Takara. Okay. Here we are being asked the purva varnam before the nimitta. Though it has nothing to do with natvam, the reason why they are asking is many times people get confused whether it is before or after. So to get that clarity, this exercise is given. Vishnuhu. What is the nimitta?
Shakara.
What is the purvatana varnaha?
Ikaram.
Ikara or Vakara?
Oh, Ikara. Who said Vakara?
No, ma'am. I said Ikara, but I had a doubt. Is it Vakara or Ikara?
No. Ikara. See, always when you are pronouncing, make it a little slow motion and see which sounds are coming. So, V. So, first you are saying V and then E. Vishnu. So, before Shakara, we have Ikara. Okay?
Okay.
Samaskarena. What is the nimitta here?
Refa.
What is the Purvatana Varnaha?
Akara.
Akaraha. Uttamam. Mushnati. Nimitta? Shakara. What is the Akshara? Ukara. Uttamam. Guruna. Nimittam?
Refa and Ukara.
Ukara is the Purvatana Varna. Ramanam.
Refa.
Purvatana Varnaha nasti. Purvatana Varnaha nasti. Kumarena.
Refa and Akara.
Uttamam. Uttamam. Sindhu Bhagini, you tell this one. Matrunam. Matrunam. Sindhu Bhagini, you are on mute. Sindhu Bhagini, you are not there? Okay, others. Okay, she came. Matrunam. What is the nimitta here?
Refam takaram.
No, it's not a refam. No, it's rikara.
It is rikara. Matru, rikara. And what is the akshara before rikara?
Takara.
Takara. Correct. Correct. Chitrakaranam. This also you tell Bhagini, Sindhu Bhagini?
Yeah, Chitrakara.
What is the nimitta here?
It's Refa.
Refa. What is the akshara before Refa?
Akara or
Akara. Uttamam. We take only the nimittam, means we take the nimittam which is right before nakara. So, so this is fine. You don't have to worry about that other Refa.
Okay.
Shamena. There also you tell? What is the nimitta?
Okay. Shamena. Ekara. Makara is the
Nimitta. What is the nimitta? Do you have Refa here or Sha or R?
No, nothing is there.
What is Ksha? It is a Samyukta Akshara, which is a combination of
Sha and
Ka and Sha, Shashti Sha.
okay.
So that Shashti Sha will be the nimitta here.
Okay.
So what is the Purvatana Varna?
There is nothing. Probably.
Oh, Ka is there, no?
Ka
will be the Purvatana Varna.
Okay.
Kshamena, right? Ksha. So Ka, Shakara, Akara.
Okay.
That will be the order there. Okay. Anantaram nimittanakarayoho madhye ke varnaha santi iti likhata. Ramayanam. Nakarayoho. Nimitta nakarayoho madhye ke varnaha santi. So between the nimitta and the nakara. So here Ramayanam. After Refa, Akara, Makara, Akara. Okay, like that you have to tell. Sarvena. What is the nimitta?
Refa.
Between Refa and Nakara, what are there?
Vakara and Ekara.
Vakara and Ekara. Uttamam. Kriminam.
Rikara.
Rikara is the nimitta. Aksharas in between?
Makara
and Ikara.
Makara and Ikara. Uttamam. Mriganam. Nimittam kim?
Rikara.
Aksharani kim madhye?
Gakara
and Akara.
Akara. Uttamam. Bharavina.
Refa. Vakara and Ikara.
Akara
api asti. Akara, vakara, ikara. Parayanam.
Refa.
Refa nimittam asti. Aksharani kani?
Akaram,
Yakaram.
Yakaram.
And Akaram.
Akaram api. Brahmanam.
Refa.
Anantaram?
Makara. Akaram.
Refa anantaram kim asti?
Makaram.
Akara asti. Anantaram makara.
Makara and Akara again.
Akara and Akara.
Akara, makara, akara. Okay? Bhra. Refa anantaram akaraha asti.
Okay.
Okay? For all these words, you write all the aksharas that are there, like spread it out and write.
Okay.
Varahanam.
Refa.
Refa.
Akaram.
Akara. Akara.
Akara.
And
Akara. Akara, hakara, akara.
Akara.
Uttamam. Uttamam. Dravyena.
Refa. Akara.
Vakara. Yakara and ekara.
Ekara.
Refa. Anantaram. Akara, vakara, yakara, ekara.
Ekara.
Sindhu Bhagini, Bhavati vadatu kriyamanaha.
Kriyamanaha.
Refa nimittamasti.
Akara.
Refa anantaram kimasti?
Ikara.
Ikara.
Yakara.
Yakara.
Akara.
Akara.
Makara.
Makara.
Akara.
Akara. Uttamam. Rupyakanam tadapi vadatu.
Refa. Yes. Ukara. Ukara.
Ukara.
Ukara. Ukara. Pakara. Yakara. Akara. Pakara. Ukara.
Akara. Ikara nasti. Akara.
Akara.
Uttamam. Uttamam. Adaha dattanam ashuddha roopanam puratah shuddhani roopani likhata. Raja Ramena.
Raja Ramena.
Uttamam. Chakravakanam.
Chakravakanam.
Anam.
Chakravakanam va.
Because the kakara is there.
Vakara and
सर्वे अपि अव्यवधायकाः अक्षराः अतः चक्रवाकाणां नरेशेण रेग्युलर् न विल् बि तवर्ग न should come नरेशेन किमर्थं शकारः अस्ति व्यवधायक अक्षरः वाहकाणां
because there is no nimitta.
There is no nimittam. Vahakanam.
Karakanam, because all are
avyavadhayaka and nimittam. We have nimittam. Dharmadarshina.
Dakara is there, so Dharmadarshina. Normal na.
Tavarga na should be written because Shakara Vyavadhayaka Akshara is there. Bandhakanam.
Due to
no nimittam.
Nimittam nasti. Marichikanam.
Ma'am, Marichikanam.
Cha varga is there.
Cha is there, which is Vyavadhayaka Aksharaha. So, Tavarga na should be written. Arhanam,
ma'am, because
Arhanam.
Vyavadhayaka.
Refa.
Refa and both are Vyavadhayaka. One is the
Mahishinam. Uttamam. Mahishinam.
Mahishinam, because the Yakara is the Nimitta and Ikara is also Vyavadhayaka.
Avyavadhayaka. Varijena.
Varijena.
Normal na, because
Tavarga na should be written. Why? Because Ja is there, which is a Vyavadhayaka varga. Uttamam. So we shall stop here and continue next class. Okay.
Thank you.
Dhanyavadaha sarvebhyah shubhratri.
Dhanyavadaha Bhagini Shubharatri.